Hello and welcome back to Old Dad's Modeling Mess. And it's finally happened. I've had my very first Noob to YouTube disaster. I was almost done with the Sherman build, which here she is. Looks good. I think it came out really nice. But as I was waiting for everything to dry before I put on the decals, I decided, you know what, I'm going to get a head start on the T35 because I've been really excited to get going on that. If you guys hadn't already noticed. So I get going and then I go to do some painting. And as I'm painting with my airbrush, the hose got caught on the tripod, which knocked the camera over, which then yanked the airbrush out of my hand. And boom, boom. Airbrush dead. Camera messed up. Okay, cool, no problem. Then I started to edit the videos for the Sherman and realized I lost most of the build video, or build footage, I should say. So I'm left in a conundrum. Do I or do I not go ahead and put a video out on the Sherman? Because I think I had part of it textured, or the parts that were being textured, but yeah, most of the build went really fast anyway. I think I got it done in like 2 or 3 days for the most part. But yeah, I mean, most of it's just like doing the chipping on it and the rust effects and stuff like that. The little hedgerow honey there, I actually used a piece of blue painter's tape, put it on a piece of wood, and then I used my laser cutter and I actually cut that out and used it as a stencil. I believe I still have some footage of me painting over the tape, to put that on there. But you guys let me know if you want that or not. I'll go ahead and make one of it and I'll just save it. And if you guys want it, I'll put it up. If you guys don't, I won't. But the other damning part about that is I lost the footage of me putting the engine and trans together and putting all the hydraulic lines in and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a lot of fun to realize that you just lost footage on 2 builds because I was being a goober. Now, with this thing here, I got to get me a new kit, a new version of this. I really liked this so far, except for the kit here. This one's so old. I don't know if they make a newer version of it or not. But with this thing here, finally. Okay. I had to cut the nubs off. That's how tight these things fit. These things are so tight on here. There's no nubs. There's nothing holding that on. So, yeah, I love the idea of it. I've had fun and pain, lots of pain, because this kit's got so much detail. The driver's compartment, you can see in there, which is really neat. I really do like that, except you're only going to get that little itty bitty spot there. So there really wasn't a lot that I could do in there. I did add some junk stuff, some greeblies as they call them on other channels, in there onto the side, just to make it look like it's got some extra stuff in there. The biggest bummer I've had with this was when I looked up for the engine and stuff on this thing here. I found out that it's mainly, well, it was used in the tanks, but it was also used in aircraft. And aircraft were the only pictures I could find of the engine. So I did all this work, did all this wiring and stuff like that to make it look cool. And then if you put this on here, that's all you see. That is all you see of the engine, which really sucks because all that detail, all that stuff I did, you can't see. So then I didn't know if I was going to do it, but with that happening, I had to. I made my own hinges so that can lift up and you can look down inside there now. And if I can get it on there somewhat straightish, you can look down in there and you can actually still see the hydraulic lines and stuff like that. And you can see transmission and back part of the engine. The fan is going to, I'm going to glue it to this, so when this lifts up, it won't be blocking the view. But yeah, with that, it's the warpage. That was after probably 20 minutes of using a heat gun and a cool damp rag to get it that into shape, which is still way bad. I didn't want to do the brute force thing because I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but right in here you can see where I was trying to just give it a nice little bend, and it started to get that white color where it's starting to break. So that's when I stopped and started using the heat gun, which made this wavy now. So I think it'll be all right once it gets glued down on there. But with that being said, I got to get that far. I have to wait for my airbrush so I can paint this, because this is going to get painted white on the inside. Because once I get that done, I'm going to have the hatches open, and then this is another issue. As you can see, it's connected here at the front. It's connected back here in the back. So these pieces are together completely. But when you put the lid on it, you got great big huge gaping holes. This here popped loose. I'll put that back in there. But you can still see that it's way off. It is way, 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 way off, which is a bummer. I don't know. I may have to do weld seams on it. I mean, just look how bad that is. I want to get a newer kit, if they have it, of this, because now I know what I want to do, and I'll do a lot of changes with it, just because I think it could have. It's got so much potential with all this. These here, I made 2 of these out of some brass sheet. Let me see if I can find it here. This here, it is 0.005 by 4 by 10. Cut it with a pair of scissors. Real nice and easy like. And it's stiff enough that you can bend it with your photo etch tool and stuff like that. So I did that because the way that I'm going to do this is these side skirts here hide everything. So I want one, sorry, I'm blocking your guys' view. I want one part of it showing, so it's got a little bit of damage on it. As you can see, I put some dents and stuff in it there and there. But yeah, that's the plan. As long as I don't continue screwing things up and losing everything. I even did it on the fenders here. These go in here like this. They'll get bent up, so they'll have some damage on them too. And I used the same sheet of stuff there. Getting this stuff here, this brass sheet, so much cheaper because you can make your own side skirts and stuff like that out of it. Instead of paying $30, $20 to $30 for some photo etch brass or brass side skirts or whatever you want to call it, mud guards, track guards, whatever. You can get that for like $5. So yeah, I wanted to fill you guys in and let you know, get your opinion on whether I should go ahead and if I do a video on the Sherman here, I'm probably just going to put everything together in one regular, like, complete video, all speeded up so it's not really long. But as you can see, there's some really nice details, some rusting, some chipping. I did all that stuff with it. Let's see if we can get in there. Yeah. There's some mud down in here. It's got a bunch of grease in there. Yeah, I just this build was so fun, so fast that I was done before I knew it. It just, wow, lots of. If all kits could be that easy to do, that would be amazing. It really would, because that was. I think I need to get my son one of those so he can do it up and get some good practice on it, because right now he's working on that Cromwell, that Tamiya Cromwell that I got, and he's 15, so he's kind of starting to lose a little interest in it with all the intricate little parts that he's got to put on there, and hoping he doesn't lose it, or, Dad, what did I do? This part got lost, I dropped it. That one there I think would work really good for him, because it's a nice kit, looks good, but there's not too much really heavy detailed stuff into it yet that he couldn't handle. But yeah, this has been a lot of weirdness with the way all this stuff has happened. So hopefully I can get back on track after tomorrow when my new brush gets here, which, thank you, Andy, at Novice Modeling and Midlife Crisis. I got a gallery. I think it's the GHAD 39. So it's got the 2 different size needles in it and the 2 different size cups. Gonna give it a shot, see how it goes. If it's any good, then maybe I'll get one of their more expensive ones, go from that. But hopefully things will get back to normal now. You guys let me know whether I should do the video on the Sherman. This one here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do normal video on the T35 here, even though I lost the footage of the engine and transmission build and stuff like that. I think mainly that's all I lost when I had the accident. The rest of it is good, I believe. So anyway, hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.